Deep Thoughts with Mr. Reagan.
Mr. Reagan.
How did the coronavirus catchphrase become "in this together"? Aren't we all supposed to be social distancing? It should be in this totally isolated from each other. One good thing about the pandemic, everyone now knows exactly how good or bad their breath smells. Closing public restrooms helps no one. With a fatality rate of about 0.1%, if you're still obeying government mandates about masks and quarantines, you're not paying attention. Don Lemon is legit crazy. The most shocking part about this video is that this is the haircut Lori Lightfoot broke quarantine to get. Joe Biden has forever ruined the phrase, "Come on, man." Cultural diversity is not our strength. After Tara Reade came out with her sexual assault allegations against Joe Biden, the line from Democrats became, "Vote for Biden even if you think he's a rapist." That's not a joke. That happened. More Deep Thoughts with Mr. Reagan in one moment. First, I have to sell you something. You likely already know what collagen is. Collagen makes your skin healthy and gives you a youthful look. It strengthens nails, hair, teeth, and improves gut health. It maintains muscle, it improves joints, and so much more. But did you know to reap maximum benefits, you have to consume 5 different types of collagen? But it's extremely difficult and inconvenient to get all 5 types into your diet. That's why you need to get this stuff right here, Ageless Multi-Collagen. You're getting 5 different collagen products in one. And before these guys sponsored my channel, I actually took a different collagen product. So I really do take collagen. But this stuff really is solid. I do endorse it, and it's not just marketing. You should look up the benefits of collagen. It's universally respected, and it really does help you improve your health. As we get older, the year-by-year escalating loss of collagen is a key reason that people start to look old. You know, your skin wrinkles, hair thins, nails weaken, your joints get stiff, workout recovery takes longer, you have digestive issues, and in general, our bodies seem to turn on us. But this collagen stuff, this is going to help fix all that. Get yourself a bag of Ageless Multi-Collagen. I do highly recommend it. As an added bonus, if you order today, they'll give you free shipping, free VIP live health and fitness coaching for life, and a free e-report on the 14 foods that are amazing for your skin. Also, for every order of Ageless Multi-Collagen today, they're going to donate a nutritious meal to a hungry child in your honor, which is pretty cool. And if you order today, you can save up to 51% off Ageless Multi-Collagen, and you get a 60-day money-back guarantee, even if you take it all, which is crazy, but that's what they're offering. Crazy. So go to healthwithreagan.com and order today, or click the link in the description below. That's healthwithreagan.com. Not Mr. Reagan, just healthwithreagan.com. Governor Andrew Cuomo of New York started calling coronavirus the European virus because he's crazy. The other day, I asked my girlfriend, who's 23 years old, if she'd ever owned an album. She said no. I realized that the album, as a thing, is going extinct. Kids will never suffer through 11 terrible songs just because they love one. But they'll also never know the joy of listening through an album and finding a hidden gem they never knew existed. Kayleigh McEnany is a badass. I see a lot of Democrats calling for the impeachment of William Barr, as well as a second impeachment of Donald Trump. Apparently, Democrats think impeachment is a magic wand used to make Republicans disappear. It doesn't work, guys. We're still here. I don't believe Tara Reade, and I'm still not voting for Joe Biden. How often do you hear about conservatives becoming liberals these days? It's pretty rare, but liberals are becoming conservatives in droves. This says a lot. Does anyone hate the popcorn eating memes as much as I do? Democrats today are all just civil rights cosplayers. Maybe we conservatives should just finish every political point we make with the words, "And if you disagree with that, you want people to die, and you're racist." I've started texting my girlfriend inside the apartment, and it's driving her nuts. She keeps yelling, "Just say it." Okay, you know what? I think we've been in quarantine for too long. In a recent op-ed in the New York Times, a reporter wrote about the Tara Reade accusation, "Don't investigate Biden, he might be guilty." Some people believe that socialism is the new counterculture in America. That is just sad. The mainstream media used to present leftist political perspective. You don't even get that anymore. It's all devolved into pure Trump hate. Biden's "you ain't black" comment illustrates the condescension white Democrats have for black Americans. Democrats treat blacks like stupid children, to do as they're told. Black Americans, I invite you to the Republican Party. You will be respected, and we won't just try to buy your vote. Honestly, how can people watch Rachel Maddow? How is she famous? Maybe all of her viewers are watching this spectacle of somebody utterly unwatchable having her own primetime show. It's like watching a train wreck. I don't understand how you can possibly be a parent and still be a Democrat. That makes zero sense to me. It's funny to me that Hillary Clinton still thinks she is relevant. Never forget that Governor Gavin Newsom once filled skate parks with sand because of coronavirus. What a prick. Donna Brazile is a career spin doctor, and she's embarrassingly bad at it. The riots never drew attention to the tragic death of George Floyd. They merely distracted from it. Every year, twice as many white people are shot to death by police as black people. Where are the protests for these deaths? There are none. Why? Because America is deeply racist against white people. Imagine that the writers were white Klansmen burning down black-owned businesses and screaming, "Shoot black people." That's exactly what happened during the riots of 2020, just with the races reversed. We've been blaming white culture for black crimes forever, yet black crime rates remain high. The ugly truth is that it's black culture that hurts black people. During the riots, the leftist media suddenly forgot they cared about social distancing. It was great to see Barack Obama and all the other black leaders in America out there calling for an end to the riots. Oh wait, no, that never happened. We should never speak about the 2020 race riots and George Floyd as if the incidents are connected. The only good thing about the race riots in 2020 was the fact that the news media stopped talking about the stupid coronavirus. Never forget, leftist politicians claimed that the riots were being committed by white supremacists. Funny how tan those white supremacists looked on TV. Black Lives Matter is a domestic terrorist organization. The ignorance of Hollywood actors is astonishing. In 2020, I actually became exhausted at being so angry at all of the rioting vermin. Black Lives Matter protesters live in a fantasy version of America where nothing has changed since 1964. They all want to be civil rights activists, but that time is over, so they're essentially full-time cosplayers. We don't need change, we need people to stop playing make-believe. During the riots, the media kept talking about how Black Lives Matter protesters were burning down black-owned businesses. But every business mattered. Black-owned, white-owned, Asian-owned, whatever. We need to start caring more about white people in America. All lives matter. Things to be grateful to white people for: the wheel, modern medicine, automobiles, running shoes, democracy, t-shirts, airplanes, capitalism, fitness equipment, the computer, modern sports, video technology, mechanical engineering, and just about everything else in the modern world. You know what also matters? Not destroying or stealing everything in sight. Trying to fix something that isn't broken usually breaks the thing you're trying to fix. To be clear, I'm talking about racism against black people in America. John King of CNN once misquoted Donald Trump by saying George Floyd is looking down on us from prison. I don't get why Catholics tend to be Democrats. Is it just JFK? I mean, really? Reporters emphasize that black unemployment is still high compared to white unemployment, which has dropped. But consider where most black people live: Democrat-run cities. Democrats tended to extend the quarantines. So, whose fault is the black unemployment numbers? Paula Reed once criticized Donald Trump for going to Maine because Maine is apparently too white. Don Lemon needs to learn to show some respect to his guests. J.K. Rowling was recently attacked for saying men are men and women are women. It's interesting how barbaric and racist white people are. I never knew until the rioters told me so. Every time a white American perpetuates the lie that America is systemically racist against black people, they're helping to divide the country. Try looking into the statistics and perpetuating the truth. White people are the least racist people in the world. Why is being obnoxiously pushy acceptable if you're a feminist? The truth is, it's annoying when anyone does it. Every time a Black Lives Matter activist cosplays as a civil rights hero, they denigrate the legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. and the real civil rights heroes. White liberals need to stop teaching black people to be racist. A lot of people support Black Lives Matter because of the name, but that's like supporting a used car dealership called Honest Larry's. Do you think Larry is really honest? Forcing others to kneel before you is one of the clearest signs of tyranny I can imagine. At this point, admitting you're a Democrat has got to be just embarrassing. White people are not racist. Stop pretending we are. Even if white privilege did exist, it still wouldn't justify racism against white people. The fundamental problem keeping poor black Americans from succeeding is their own racism against white people. 80% of those who support Black Lives Matter actually don't give an F. I just made that number up, but I'm pretty sure it's accurate. White people are criticized for having accumulated, quote, generational wealth, but white people invented everything, so that seems pretty fair to me. Amazon dropped the Dukes of Hazzard from their streaming service because it has a Confederate flag. But they were just a good old boys. They never were meaning no harm. Stop being nice to rioters. The ugly truth is that a lot of racism against white people stems from envy. Never negotiate with terrorists. Black Lives Matter and Antifa are domestic terrorist organizations. I just realized that dry cleaning hangers are the exact same shape as UFOs. What does it mean? Silence is not violence. Focusing on white racism in America is like criticizing a smoker as a house burns down behind you. If you hate the US, there should be an easy path to rescinding citizenship and moving out of the country. The United States should make arrangements with various other countries for this purpose. Venezuela should be the first on the list. If you hate this country, leave. Black people are not oppressed in America. Tucker Carlson is the most powerful voice in media. Do not kneel to black people. Do you remember back in the day when vandals and arsons were arrested? That was awesome. Kamala Harris is a direct descendant of the Jamaican slave owner Hamilton Brown. Awkward. Terry Crews is one of my favorite human beings. Leftists use memes to try to sound profound. Conservatives use memes to be funny. The left can't meme. How long before Martin Luther King Jr. is called an Uncle Tom? And how long before they topple his statues? Remember when the left kept calling us xenophobic instead of racist? That was funny. We should replace every statue that's pulled down with a statue of Donald Trump. Sign language interpreters are quite possibly the most distracting things ever in history. What happened to closed captioning? Did we suddenly lose that technology or something? I think Democrats think Donald Trump is some kind of a god. They think everything he says is a lie, which means that every misstatement is a deliberate deception, and that means that he never makes mistakes. Thus, he knows everything and is omnipotent. No wonder they're so scared. Calm down, leftists. He's just a man. We should pick an island somewhere, fit it with tons of statues and tents and PlayStations and weed, and just send all the Antifa and BLM terrorists there and let them live independently of our oppressive laws and our racist police. Any mayor who defunds the police is giving in to the demands of terrorists. Watching only TV commercials, you might get the impression that there are no white people in America. If you don't support school choice, you clearly do not care that much about black lives. I just bought groceries, and I left one of the bags in the store. Joe Biden moment. I don't give an F about diversity. I just like good people. Every redhead character in every film and TV show has been turned black recently. The Little Mermaid, Little Orphan Annie, Mary Jane, Jimmy Olsen, Hot Girl, etc. If anyone is oppressed, it's redheads being oppressed by black people. Every Democrat is a low-key Marxist. They may not know it, but it's true. Slave owners own dogs. If you own a dog, you are racist. That is the logic of the left. A man in Australia recently suggested that chess might be racist because the white pieces go first. Well, what about karate? White and yellow belts are the worst and black and brown are the best? What's that all about? Must be a racist conspiracy. My girlfriend Valeria believes Joe Biden had a stroke, and that is why he's been incomprehensible for the past several months. I'm inclined to agree. Federal funding for universities must end immediately. Did leftists just all stop celebrating the 4th of July this year? So, should we just stop calling them Americans? I mean, I'm okay with that. It cracks me up when leftists deny that Biden has any cognitive decline. It's like saying defund doesn't really mean defund, or believe all women doesn't really mean believe all women, or black people can't be racist, or trans women are really women. The left is crazy. The only argument the left presents anymore is, you are racist. Ghislaine Maxwell didn't kill herself. Just getting this out there ahead of the story. If Donald Trump saved a black boy from drowning, the mainstream media would report this as Trump is a sexist, xenophobic, transphobic climate denier who hates Mexicans. From now on, the terms coon and Uncle Tom should be expressions of utmost respect. They indicate that you think for yourself and you're not easily manipulated by fake news propaganda or societal pressure. In short, you are an amazing person. Teachers' unions are a cancer on America. Every time I hear somebody state quote-unquote facts and cite a Netflix documentary as their source, I get a little nauseous. I predict that this year we will see the lowest Democrat turnout in U.S. history. I can't wait to see if I'm right. Well, that's it for me. And just remember, it's not that our liberal friends are ignorant. It's just that they know so much that isn't so. Good night.
President Washington began this tradition in 1790 after reminding the nation that the destiny of self-government is finally staked on the experiment entrusted to the hands of the American people. For our friends in the press who place a high premium on accuracy, let me say, I did not actually hear George Washington say that.